Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Cleveland
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they're in the midst of a 3-game losing streak, hoping to break out with a win tonight. We'll see if they can shake off the cobwebs. Got a couple of minutes here before tip-off. Let's talk about the best of the best. The category this time around, ball handling. Kenny, who's got the best handle?
The best handle in the league right now? Oh, easily. Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry.
Oh.
I'm going Kyrie number 1, Steph Curry number 1A. Because
That's my alarm,
I
Andy.
say this, Steph Curry has to use his handle to get his shot, but Kyrie
We've got basketball action at the AT&T Center. We're in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. Just a single game here at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Spurs. 6 games off the lead. They're most definitely in the thick of things.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at point guard. Warriors on D. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
And they get it back. Duncan can't hit.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
To the wing right side. Barnes kicks to Curry. The feed to Green. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And here's a look at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. Magic Johnson and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
On its way from Curry for two. No luck. Good D by Parker. Spurs have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And Leonard gets it to go.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
From deep. And the Warriors get it back.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Curry's shot is good. Here's Parker. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Top of the key. Kept alive. Duncan. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Here's Curry with the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
It's stolen by Bogut. Curry attacking. Back to Barnes. Feeds to Curry. The pass to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got 5 now.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Down low. Deflects the pass. Puts it up. Another one falls for San Antonio. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. It's stolen by Green. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Shoots. And that one hits back iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's good. Barnes has got his first points of the game.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
San Antonio again missing. Warriors leading by 4.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Aldridge wide open, he fires, and the 3 ball is good.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. That's a 2 from Martin. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Diaw. And that one's drained from the low block. Diaw's got his first basket of the night. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Shots good by Mills.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Spurs leading by 3. Martin, the pass to Anderson. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Fast break. Here they come. Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. West kicks to Martin. Spurs working the ball around now. The Warriors go the other way. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
I think everyone who saw that game would just have to agree it was about what they could do defensively in terms of winning.
And I thought the activity was tremendous all over the court defensively. And that kind of hustle is going to pay off for you. And also is going to keep your coach happy. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes, sir.
bringing it down hard.
Yes,
My
symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Spurs. And the ageless one, Tim Duncan, just a remarkable career. His teammate, Tony.
It's unbelievable.
It's both unbelievable and amazing, you'd have to agree, talking about Tim Duncan and how he continues to stay near the top of his game.
You know, Kevin, they say nobody has ever defeated Father Time. But you know what? There have been a couple of bigs that you'd have to see are the exceptions. Kareem being one, and then obviously now what Tim Duncan has been able to do over the course of his career. Just unbelievable.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for San Antonio.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Manu and Kaue filling out the perimeter. West out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in at the one spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just...
I mean, just beautiful.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Here's Iguodala, and he jams it with authority.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And, guys, a loss like that, that's one when you just got to put it behind you as quickly as possible.
You know, that won't be easy, Greg. It's hard not to dwell on that type of performance.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Duncan comes in for West, and Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Nobody near Leonard. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And that comes off the assist by Duncan. 9 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists. Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
And this is the set of guys that can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. They know how to swoop in for a steal from anywhere on the floor.
It would be nice to find a steals chart to see where they're getting all their pilfers from. And these are small forwards, though, who play 94 feet of defense.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Clark. And the Warriors miss again.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Rush. Warriors the rebound. Passes it to Ezeli. The drive by Thompson. Rebound by Tony Parker. Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
Thompson against Ginobili. Stolen by Thompson. Clark kicks to Rush. Lays it up and banks it in. Rush has got his first 2 points.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
A nice shot by Aldridge.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
San Antonio making a switch here. Green's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Azili. Green comes in for Brandon Rush. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Ian Clark.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature. And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 4th in assists, 5th for free throw shooting, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
You talked about it. I mean, he's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not let them down.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Here's the step back. Tony Parker grabs the miss. Parker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
The drive by Green. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Aldridge dishes to Green from the low block. The second effort and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
We've seen LaMarcus Aldridge getting it done. 9 points and 1 steal as well. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Mark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
That's good from Aldridge. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Iguodala no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Spates kicks to Iguodala.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Maurice Spates. 40 seconds left here in the second. Spurs leading by 9. Aldridge kicks to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. They get it back. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Duncan's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
The Warriors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Free throw good, Livingston. He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
So it's the Spurs now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Ginobili with the 3. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Ginobili's got 5 now. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Spurs out in front. They finish off the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Dort.
I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And Pop, you held them to much less productivity in the second quarter. What was the difference defensively for you?
Well, I think we limited the offensive boards a little bit. I think we took better shots. I don't think they got the same fast breaks. And honestly, they missed some pretty wide open shots.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was very positive for them. They clearly upped the... And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
They've had difficulties the way Leonard has been playing. He's got 11 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point guard position.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Curry's got 9 points.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got his second basket of the game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Kicks to Ginobili. He dishes it to Parker. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Pass to Parker. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Parker's got 7 now in this quarter.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
I tell you what, at this point in his career, it is safe to say, actually has been for a while, that Duncan might be one of the best power forwards ever. He is, clearly. 5 rings, 50-win seasons, his whole career. The complete package on the box.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And Duncan, who briefly contemplated retiring after last season.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Spates checked in for Golden State.
Checking in for the Warriors, Maurice Spates.
Warriors trail by 14. Out left to the wing. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. That's good. And that's 13 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Now the dish to Barnes. Up top, Curry. Back to Barnes. Golden State moving it around. Here's Spates. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Duncan.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Warriors trail by 17. Curry passes to Green and stolen by Aldridge. Ahead. And Green with the basket on the assist by Ginobili. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And that one's good.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Spates kicks to Ezeli. They need this. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
San Antonio leading by 19 points. It's stolen by Curry, and now Curry running the floor all by himself. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Aldridge. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. First in three-point shooting. First in opponent points per game. And they're the number 2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens and creating those open looks. That's been key.
And the dunk by Duncan.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Duncan with the block. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in.
Brandon Rush.
Here's Livingston. no luck. Good D by Parker. Spurs leading by 6. Wide open, he shoots. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. The drive by Duncan, and it's sent back by Bogut. Aldridge, good.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Duncan dishes to Green. Step back shot. The second effort, Aldridge. And that's collected by Bogut.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And the Warriors making a change here. The Warriors shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
There's Green with the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's San Antonio. They lead by... And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And so it's San Antonio with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Aldridge out there with Duncan, and it's Green in at the small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
It's stolen by Green. Aldridge drives in. Parker outside. No good from outside.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Clark. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Ginobili. Green, the pass to Ginobili. Leaner from distance. Offensive rebound. Aldridge's shot is good.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. It's stolen by Martin. Dishes it to Mills. The Spurs working the ball around now. It's stolen by Green. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. Outside Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Bogut. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Martin attacking, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
That shot wide open.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
And the Warriors with possession here. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
San Antonio in timeout.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Shoots from the right block, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Spurs leading by 22. The feed to Martin. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points. And Thompson making all 9 of his 3-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most 3-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
West with the steal. He kicks it to Martin. Poked away. Stolen by Thompson. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
To the wing on the left. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. From deep. It's rebounded by Golden State.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Martin. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Thompson kicks to Green. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Leonard attacking. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Off the inbound, he lays it in. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Barbosa misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and it'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we watched this team play.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Aldridge. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Good.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Azili can't get it to go.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Feeds to Rush. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the layup.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And the basket by West.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Anderson dishes to West. He feeds it to Mills. From deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our LaMarcus Aldridge.
He was in the groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire...